It is Tulsi. It is round 13, and I just won the Mob Boss Challenge, so I'm going to be guaranteed Final 3, which is super exciting. That was awesome. I won that by a lot, and I didn't feel like it was good enough to win. I wasn't sure. I felt calmed down. So it was like, well, first, I... Papa called me out on this when he was like doing my challenge because I had to screen share as I did this puzzle, and my tabs open were like, I had the wiki for Roaring Twenties and the pro boards for Roaring Twenties, and then I had the wiki and the pro boards for Spring Breakup as well because I was like looking at the past challenges and all that. So I figured it was like the same, like similar to what they did last time. I figured it'd be a puzzle with like a timer kind of thing because that's how they do it in Survivor sometimes. But I was also, I went through a lot trying to figure out like a little bit more about what this challenge was. And I feel like I probably could have just asked Jordan what his challenge was last year or like last season. Cause he won the season and like I can ask him about his season, but that felt a little too cheating to me. Like I know it's not to ask him about his season, but whatever. So I had like a decent idea of what it was, but I watched all these like confessionals of all the people in the Final Four to like get an idea of anything. Anytime they talk about the challenges, trying to figure out a little bit more of what's going on and like what they were thinking and all that. Open them up on YouTube, check the transcripts for it and all that. So, you know, in the future, in case anybody wants to like know what this challenge was, that what was it even called? It's called Beat the Coppers. And we had to do this jigsaw puzzle. There was like this 30-second timer that we had to like make sure it didn't go down to 0, and if you did, it added 5 minutes to your time. I completed the puzzle in 14 minutes. I missed the very first time the timer went off because I couldn't figure out how to turn a fucking piece. And so my total time was 19 minutes, but like Corey got 30, Lana got 45, and Colin timed out because he didn't get to start until he got off work, and he's like time zones different, and he made it to like 9 p.m. and he wasn't done. But I beat him by then anyway. Oh, that was so exciting to win. I figured if it's a puzzle, of the people left, that's mine to win. Alex isn't here, or else Alex would have dominated it. But I won it. All of us probably would have beat Colin. That's what mattered. Colin has to go. Colin's needed to go for like a couple rounds now. Love the kid, but like, I'm sorry you weren't part of the plan. Swear. But feels super good to have won that challenge myself, not be worried about anything. I wasn't worried about anything last round either because I knew I had my idol. I knew I didn't need it either, but it still like that takes away that like that little bit of paranoia. That's like, oh, what if they choose right now to flip on me? Even though it doesn't make sense to do that. But now we're gonna be in Final 3. It's Colin knows he's going. He's accepted his fate at this point because he's been trying for like a day or two to like say what he needs to say. He was pushing hard for Logan before, but now he knows like 3 of us are super tight. We're not gonna do it. We all got on call last night after everything. He was nice and drunk, and he was like kind of going off on all of us, saying how like nothing personal as people, but like in the game, like this and that, and how he doesn't really think he's a threat to win, and anything else that he wanted to say, he said. But he was really chill today. But now we're gonna be Final 3. Me, Corey, Lana. Here's hoping both of them want to take me to the end. But I don't want them to see me as a threat. I literally was like talking in my prod chat the other day about how like the fan favorite poll came out, and Alex is winning by a landslide, and I voted for Alex. I also voted for Corey, Lana, and Colin because like we're all talking. And I was like, oh, well, like we're all at the end. I wouldn't vote for myself, but respect to all of us for making it this far. Alex has 47 votes, Caitlin has 27, and then I've got 23, and then everybody else is below that. And of the people left in the game right now, like I've got 23, Lana's got 13, Colin's got 11, Corey's got 9. And Colin and Corey both have a lot more friends in the org community. Lana's brand new, but like she's still higher than them both, and then I've got 10 more than she's got. And a good amount of those are friends, but like, I don't want them to see that and like think anything of it, because I know I would. I would see that, be like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, how is that person so much ahead of the rest of us? So I don't know if they take me to the end. I don't. I think a couple rounds ago I would have felt a lot more confident about that, but I think I was able to find that idol. I think looking back, I probably should have not said anything about it at all, not played it, and just trusted in my alliance and like not worried about it at all. But I don't know. I would rather have just played it. Like that kind of paranoia would be insane. Like if I had it and didn't play, like, imagine if something crazy did happen and I went home with it in my pocket at the last round you could use it. Just seems silly. At the time, it just seemed silly to not play it, even though I did consider that, like, I could not say anything, not play it at all. I shouldn't have to worry about it. We've got these two other options. They didn't even have, like, Colin won. He didn't even have the option to, like, save anybody, so it wasn't like both of them could have been safe. And even if he could have, I do believe he probably would have saved, like, Lana at that point. So maybe it was a bad move to, like, do something like that. But I couldn't not. I couldn't not. I did think about it, though. And I let them know. I made it seem like I just found it the night before because I was up really late. Not like I found it a couple days before. I wanted to make sure Corey used his nullifier first before I said anything about it. Plus, I didn't expect another one to be out until Maddie played his. But yeah, they like commented a little bit about me having a bunch of votes. I found the idol. I beasted this challenge. I was the one who lasted the longest against Colin last night. Like, I was up there for a while. I only lost when it was, like, stick your arm straight out because I can't do endurance for shit. But based on the last 2 seasons, the next comp, like the final comp, part 1 would be that logic puzzle kind of thing that's also trivia about the game. Like last season, they let them use their notes for it and stuff. So I'll probably like go through, take as many notes as I possibly fucking can on it, update that Google Doc I made for the earlier trivia challenge with just anything I can think of and find. It's already updated with like which mobs were there when, who was like heading which mobs, things like that. Yeah. I'd really like to win and have it be firmly in my hands, but then I do have to make that decision about who I take with me and who I make final juror. I'd rather have that awful decision be mine to make than anybody else's, so I can just guarantee that I'm there. I'd like to think that Lana would stay true to our day 1 final 2 and take me. I'd like to think that Corey firmly believes in that bond that me, him, and Alex had, which is real, and takes me because I was there and have proven myself to him and have proven my loyalty by going, like, I went to Rocks once, and people went to Rocks for me after, but I, like, was there, was willing to do that, and have had his back the entire time. I don't know what their relationship is like with each other necessarily. It would be best for me to win it myself. I think if I win it myself, I take Corey. But I don't know how much I like tell him that. But I mean, I probably will before the challenge and stuff. But I just gotta be careful. I'm sure he's gonna assume I don't know. He might assume I say the same thing to Lana, but he might not. His whole thing's been loyalty, and he's proven that. Corey just messaged, "Y'all aren't actually voting me out and keeping Colin, right? Haha." Why would if you don't stop being paranoid? But I think Corey's pretty easy to read. Lana's less easy to read. I think what surprised me most about her in the game was when she turned on Bill, because that vote was her move. I would say. She came to me with that, then we went to Corey with that, then we went to Maddie with that. And I agree that that was the right move for the time when we had the whoever saves someone else kind of thing, but I don't think either of them would have won anyway, and I think that was a big move on her part. But it was surprising because I didn't think she would like turn on him until necessary, and I thought that would be a little harder for her to do, and it wasn't. And I think I remember being freaked out that like she might have something with Colin then, because I was like, why is she protecting him so hard? This is kind of crazy. What was I saying? I never know what I'm talking about, to be honest. I just talk. Right, so like yeah, she flipped on Bill earlier than I felt was like truly necessary. And I feel like Lana's a player. I've been saying that for a while. I would like to think that I still beat her at the end. I think me and her would be a good battle. I think I can make a decent case for myself against either of them. But I think Corey would be easier to beat. And I think Lana on jury respects that move more than Corey on jury. But then again, if I tell Corey that, like, I'm sorry, but Lana and I did have a final two from day one, so I was being loyal to the people that, like, I've been loyal to you this whole game, but we didn't have a final two like that. And Lana and I did, and I think he would respect that. Just one more round. I will win safety for it. Like, I need to. And that decision needs to be mine because I don't know. I'm not going home third. After all of this, if I deserve second, so be it. If my final performance is some ass, take the wrong person, whatever, that, fine. But I'm not getting third. But now Lana and I have the same number of comp wins, which is 3. I've been working on my final speech for a little bit. Part of it also was kind of like me doing that to convince myself not to like flip earlier than necessary. Like, just be confident in what you're doing, like what you've been doing. It's going to be fine. But I do think I could beat either of them if I had to. I need to be there. I need to be there. God, I was so nervous for this puzzle challenge. I wasn't sure. I didn't feel like 19 minutes was good enough. I'm so happy it was. It was such a fucking relief to see that. Okay, I'm ready for questions. I think I'm done like ranting.
Okay. So I know you talked about this a little bit, but who specifically, if you were to win the next challenge, who would you take?
I mean, I've been saying it for a little bit now. I take Corey. I would definitely spend a whole lot more time thinking about it, making sure I'm like solid with that decision. But like, I love them both. I just want to like weigh the consequences of turning on Lana, but she's the threat to win. I mean, in the poll, like I want to stay true. I want it to be us two at the end. You know, that'd be really nice. But this is her first ever game. She's played freaking amazing. In touchy subjects, she won like who's winning this game. And Corey won, like he was one of the people like who's playing for second. Yeah, let me take the person who's playing for second, who I think like Logan as he left said he was rooting for me and Lana. Colin has been like saying like Corey, you're playing for third, like you're getting third. Corey's definitely the one I need to take. I know that's what I would do. I would just think about it and like go over it a million more times before I officially decide if like that decision is up to me, when that decision is up to me. But that's gonna be the choice.
Okay. And now that we're so close to the end, how do you go through the process of eliminating these people, knowing that they're definitely going to be on the other side potentially voting for you if you were to make it to the end?
Well, let's see. Who do we have on this wonderful jury? I don't know. I don't have like a list or anything, but
Specifically more for like Colin and Alana, because, or as you said, you would potentially eliminate Alana if you were to win that final three. Like, especially if this two, being the fact that we're like days away from finale. I mean, the taste of them being eliminated is going to be there. How do you balance eliminating them and knowing that they're going to be potentially voting for you if you were to make it to the final two with Corey?
The way I view Lana is exactly what makes her both like if I see her as a threat, I see her as a player. And that also translates to me feeling like she would not be so much of a bitter juror. I would have to hope. I mean, I don't know if even she knows because she hasn't played before. I think if I explain everything well enough, I think she'd respect it. And if she is bitter enough to vote for Corey, so be it. I think, like Colin's already said, you know, like how he has been seeing how the game has been played. I think if I can make it me against Corey, then I don't think it's too difficult. I don't know. I mean, I can like I don't know. I can read you like some of my bullet points about like what I would like talk about a little bit. Oh, well, actually, I wrote up a whole post about, not like a post, but in my notes I have like all these bullet points about if it is me versus Lana at the end, what I could say. I don't have one for me versus Corey. But yeah, I feel like even like if I wrote up all these points about me versus Lana, I feel like I could say a good amount about my game, and I think I do believe Lana would respect that if I put her on jury. I have to believe that, and if she doesn't, that sucks. But also, that's one vote, and I think against Corey I have a good shot in general. But if I am the one making that decision to take out Lana, I can understand if she doesn't vote for me. But I feel a lot more confident about everybody else voting for me.
Okay. A question from the viewers lounge. Do you think a female is going to win the season?
Yes.
Mm. Let me think. I think that's all the questions we have. We're right at the end, so there's really not too much to really go over. But I'm gonna give you the final chance to say any final thoughts, any final statements, the final tea for it all.
A female is definitely winning this because a female will be in. Colin's going home next. Like everybody knows that. Colin knows that, and he's kind of stopped fighting now too. Which thank God. I respect him for fighting up until now, but like, I think all of our mental like, if he kept going, he might get to somebody. I don't think. I think he would just make us really paranoid, and he could fuck it up for like next round. I don't think he would change our minds for now, but he could fuck shit up. Between me, Corey, and Lana, me or Lana, one of us definitely makes the end, and whichever, like, if only one of us does, that one wins. If both of us do, there's a guaranteed female winner. But yeah, girl wins, for sure. It's gonna be me. But, we'll see. If I happen to make jury as the last juror, oh, I would be so upset, so upset. But I wouldn't be bitter, and I'd vote for Lana. Because I believe she's played the better game. I wanted her out for a while. I mean, it depends on how the final stuff goes, but right now that's where my vote would lean, which is why I'd have to take her out. But I gotta like set it up beforehand to be like, dude, final two, me and you, like this is what we've been talking about since day one. Make sure she feels like I would take her 100%. Make Corey feel like, dude, I've been loyal to you since the beginning. I'll like still have your back now. I got to put in the work to make sure they both take me if they both do win before we have the challenge. Then after, if I don't win, God, that would be so sucky. But hey, I mean, last season, didn't Ryan win and then take Jordan? And didn't, like, Jordan was said to be, like, the one who was going to win by a lot. Like, the whole game. And then he won his, like, touchy subjects answer for who's winning and all this other stuff. I've been watching a bunch of Jordan confessionals. Oh, if any viewers watch this, look at Jordan today. That's what you get for calling me Tussles all the time. Huh?
I'm deceased.
This is what he deserves. Look.
And that will be
this public. This is on him.
Any other final thoughts before I end the recording?
I'm in the final three. I better make a final fucking two. I'm very excited. I'm having a lot of fun, even if I'm the last chair, which would suck ass. Still had a lot of fun. Love the game. Blah blah blah. Should be winning soon. Okay, that's all.
All right.